Hello, Small Cotton Creations here to show you guys how to make dangling mushrooms. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with a magic circle. I just make a loop, and we are going to make a small mushroom by doing chain 3. Well, I do chain 4, sorry. And then we are going to do 3 DC into the 4th chain from the hook, and then we're going to do 3 half double crochets, and so this is my we're gonna do 1 DC. This is my small mushroom pattern, but I'm gonna show you guys how to make it, and then we're gonna do 3 half double crochets again. I'm going to show you guys how to make it so that it's dangly. So you'll get the pattern written out, but we're going to now do 3 DCs to finish it off here. But we're going to make it dangly so that way you can see it hanging from your piece. Okay, excuse me. I'm going to do my fasten off here. And I like to guess how long 3 chains is to get into my slip stitch in the middle, and then I'm going to use my stem color for the rest of it. So you're going to need a weaving needle, to finish off after the stem here. So just warning you, I'm going to go ahead and connect. I have this video somewhere else if you really want to look at how to connect and change colors without ends. And then we're going to do our chain 3 and slip stitch into middle. Okay, and then from there you can do a chain 1 to have our new color pop up, or you can actually just, we're going to work into kind of that chain 3 space, but I don't want to go into the chain 3 space. I'm going to go into that second chain on that right hand side and pull up my stem color, and then I'm going to do a half double crochet into the second chain on the other side, and then we're going to do 2 FDCs from that stitch, like that. And then we're gonna take quite a bit of yarn out, and we're gonna cut it. And this is where first you can pull that through. If you want to tie a knot there, you can. I never do. We're gonna put our weaving needle on, and then we are going to weave our white yarn up into the cap by going through our stitches like this. And you want to kind of hide the white yarn into the cap, and we're going to start by going over to the right hand side. Make sure it's hidden on both sides. And we are going to pull up the yarn over there, and that's where our first dot's going to be. So I'm just going to do, since it's a small mushroom, I'm just going to wrap once around the hook. Make sure it's pulled tight. I have this video somewhere as well to make dots. I'm only doing 1 wrap though, no. Hopefully this goes well. And I'm going to pull it through. So since these mushrooms are going to be dangling, we're going to try to make it as clean as possible from both sides. So we're going to flip it over. Granted, I always have this knot because I don't weave in my ends, but that is just kind of my vibe. I sometimes try to hide it, but it does exist there. Anyway, so I'm going to make a dot on this side now. And when you get back to the other side, you'll notice that you're kind of next to the dot that you had made previously. And now we're going to go back underneath all the stitches, try to hide that white yarn in between the stitches. This is easier with acrylic than it is cotton, but I've done it. Uh-oh. And we're going to go over to the other side to make a dot over there. So now we're going to do the same thing where we make a little dot on this side, flip it over, do a dot on this side. And then, last but not least, we're going to hide our yarn and go all the way up to kind of the top area to make our third dot. Sometimes I only do 2 dots because honestly they're kind of cute. But 3 dots is, for some reason, just the best vibe for these small guys. It doesn't have to be very perfect. Alright, and now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hide our white and go straight out the top. And this is what we're going to tie to make the dangly. Isn't that fun? And maybe I can kind of show you guys how I can hide the... So if I get the knot, I guess, if I get underneath of one of my first GCs, sometimes I can get it kind of underneath the GC, or a couple of them. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this right now, but in theory, it's a way you can kind of hide the knots. Yeah, I don't know. It's not that bad in my eyes, but it is there. Okay. Well, that's the mushroom. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying making patterns. And also, you don't have to have that big of a hole in the middle. That was just because I did a pretty loose first chain. So, enjoy!